Indian Pakistanis are vulnerable, either below the poverty line or just above. So the top priority of any elected leader is first to look after the interest of his people. And so China, we have had a long relationship with them. China has invested in Pakistan. Our main interest is that the sort of development that China has done is much more likely to suit us than, for instance, the Western countries, which have developed long time ago. China developed in the last 30 years. It's a model that we could learn from. So when I praise China, I talk about the development model.
But are you not concerned with this degree of investment that's coming in from China, about the amount of kind of control that China is going to start building up over Pakistan in the long run? All of these very important connections coming down from Xinjiang, for instance, and down towards the ocean. Are you not concerned that you're building up, you just described a dependency for things like wheat and gas on Russia, that there's a dependency building up here that could be risky?
Look, Richard, China so far, I mean, from the Pakistan experience, they have a very light touch. I mean, when 3.5 years of my government, I mean, we never felt any pressure from Chinese to do this or that, or there was, I mean, we never felt, and by the way, all throughout our relationship with China, China has never pushed its way around in this country to tell us to either do this or that, or, force their own views on us. It's never happened in Pakistan. So, Pakistan and China have a long relationship.
Mr. Han, isn't that happening indirectly, Mr. Han, through the fact that you have evidently said in the past that you do not evidently feel free to criticize China about what is happening in Xinjiang, which neighbors Pakistan? That you evidently have the same phenomenon as with Russia, in that you feel that Pakistan, by building these relationships with these great authoritarian powers, no longer has the ability to stand up for instance, an oppressed Muslim minority in Xinjiang.
But Richard, look, this is where my problem was. I mean, where I got a little worked up. Look, there are issues that bother us, Pakistan. Number one issue is Kashmir. It's a dispute. Kashmir is a dispute between Pakistan and India, recognized by the world community in 1948 by the UN Security Council resolutions. Now, 100,000 people have died in Kashmir in the last 30 years. The UN human rights reports on Kashmir are published about all the atrocities that are going on. How come no one even admonishes India? I'm talking about the Western countries. Why don't they even at least tell them that we will, if you don't fix the human rights, we sanction you or something? They don't even take a stand against the violence going on in Kashmir right now, documented by the United Nations human rights reports. Now, how come nothing happens there and in Palestine? For us, for the Muslim world, because it's the third most sacred place for us, Jerusalem, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, how come that Israel can get away with anything against the Palestinians, violate all human rights, yet there's no condemnation, no strong words, no thought of sanctions. Yet when it concerns European powers, so I mean, I just find this morality